What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back. We at it again. You know who it is. Your boy John.
Fucking everyone's Slayer.
Everyone's Slayer.
Nah, I think I got beat up by fucking Big Danny and shit a couple times this week.
Well, that makes sense, though.
Yeah, yeah.
I think last time I rolled him, he got me in Kimura. He fucked me up.
Yeah, he catches me that every once in a while. He's been doing some new hot shit. Like, he's working on new shit.
Yeah?
And I'm trying to still adapt to his old shit, and it's not working.
The level is just not leveling correctly.
No, it ain't.
It happens. It happens.
So you're still not training?
Not yet. I was thinking about coming back on
What
Monday.
your first fight should be? The scale.
Fuck you.
I did see you eat a big-ass plate of chicken fingers and ranch yesterday.
Yeah, I didn't eat anything, though. Like, I hadn't eaten. And that's my problem.
You didn't have your eggs in the morning?
No, I didn't eat anything.
Bullshit.
I didn't eat anything. That's the problem I have is, like, if I don't eat and then I'm, like, hungry, I'm just like, fuck it. I mean, it was still chicken tenders. It wasn't like, but I did eat all those fries. All of them.
First of all, those chicken tenders are fried. And it's not like it was chicken strips.
Same thing.
I mean, like grilled chicken
Those
strips.
are real chicken, though, for sure.
What?
Those are like real chicken.
Yeah,
sure.
they're just like the Tyson
When you ever had
ones.
a chicken tender, and
It's
you're
like a big nugget.
Yeah, you're like, this is like, I was actually, so we went to a baseball or softball.
Yeah, our boy Austin, he's
Yeah.
been on the show. He plays softball and shit, so we went to watch
So
him
we
play.
didn't watch them. But I was actually impressed with, like, their food quality there. Like,
you didn't come with us last time.
No, the
Dude.
prices weren't insane. They were, I mean, they're kind of what you expect for a place like that, but they weren't more, like, I would expect it maybe a little more.
Yeah.
And the actual food quality, I was like,
It's pretty good.
yeah, I was like, that's
I
actually
had
decent for,
pizza
like, a
there
little
before.
spot, for a little place.
Yeah, I had the pizza there. It was pretty good.
Yeah. But yeah, watching the softball game, that was pretty cool too. That whole like complex was pretty dope. The
It's
way
funny.
they have up all the things.
Yeah.
They have a spot for kids if you just want to be like,
Yeah.
fuck out of here, go play.
I think they have like indoor soccer there too.
I did. I
Yeah.
saw this soccer. Yeah. Yeah, it's a
it's
cool
cool.
place. It's way out there though.
I
At
mean,
least
not
for me.
It's on my street.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
At least for me,
literally
it's
like,
way out there.
It's like 3 minutes from my house, 4 minutes
it?
from my Yeah, I live. That's one street up from my street. It's in my neighborhood basically. Like I live in this really old, like kind of rural neighborhood, and it's at the end of my neighborhood.
Yeah.
It's
pretty dope.
It's popping like that every weekend.
Yeah, it was busy. That's crazy. Rainy days too? You think?
I don't know. They probably call them off. I don't know. People travel. People on Austin's team aren't even from Southern California. There's people from other states or like far away on his team.
How's that work?
They just get together and they play.
They don't practice. Just
They all play like lower level softball, and then that's how they practice. You know.
interesting.
Yeah,
Yeah, it was pretty dope. I mean, it was a good little spot. So I had fun watching. I mean, the underhand thing kind of killed me.
Well, it's slow pitch.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
what is that? I didn't understand it. I was expecting that wind up,
Yeah.
pow.
Yeah,
It was just
they don't do fast pitch there.
I was thinking about when you were talking about the rules.
Yeah.
How it was like, was it 2 strikes instead of 3?
I think it's 2 strikes and then
It was
3
quicker.
balls. Yeah,
but
it's
it
faster.
made more sense because it's much easier like to hit those balls so that
Yeah.
they make the other side a little less. So
they did get mercied that game we watched, but they only have 55 minutes to play.
So yeah, they killed the time.
Yeah. So there's time on it. So you play as much as you can in 55 minutes.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I've been motherfucking training, and if I pull a John, I train like 6 days this week. Because I
multiple times a day.
No, I'm claiming Sunday as this week. Last Sunday.
Oh, last Sunday. I might go tonight. Not me train, but I might take my girl might go tonight.
Tonight?
I was gonna train, and then like I was thinking about like trying to go Monday, but then I was like sleeping last night, trying to get comfortable. I was like, if I can't even like get comfortable this way,
Yeah.
then it's not gonna be good going in there. So I'm just like, whatever.
Yeah, I might go train judo tonight, depending on how much it's raining. I just don't like the rain, so I'm not trying. It's raining right now, so
Yeah.
I don't really want to go.
We kind of need the rain, but
Dude, that is
I don't know
some
if it's gonna
fucking
rain in
dad
the spots
shit.
that needs it.
Some dad shit right now, homie.
What? Because we
We
need
need the
it.
rain.
It's fucking still firing.
I don't fucking care.
It needs the rain to put it out. And then there's gonna be mudslides.
Yeah.
Massive mudslides. There's gonna be crazy mudslides. That's
Yeah.
for sure. But oh, what the fuck? So Wednesday, Noah competed. He had he woke up, or the night before he went to bed. He had like 100-degree fever, and so then he woke up and he still had 100-degree fever, and I was like, he's like, I don't want to go to school. I was like, then you're not wrestling. If you can't go to school, then you can't wrestle. So he's
Isn't
like,
that a rule?
no, I don't think so. It
I know
probably
was
should
when-
be.
I know it was when I was in school.
Probably should be. So I sent him to school. And I guess he goes to the nurse, and then because he wasn't feeling good, and then she tests him there, and he had 104 degree. So they're like, all right, you need to go home. And they're like, who do you have that we can call? And he said, nobody.
You work from home.
But he didn't want to come home. He's like, you told me I couldn't wrestle if I didn't go to school. And I was like, yeah, you went to school. If you would have got sent home, I would have taken you back because you at least went. But he told the nurse that he had nobody. So then he just stayed in school. But he wrestled and like.
Who goes to the nurse in high school?
When you feel like shit.
That's some soft shit, dog.
I would have.
You soft too.
Why wouldn't you go to the nurse?
In high school?
Yeah, take a nap.
Nah, dude. Soft.
Take a nap.
Soft.
Take a nap. Get some
capital
Advil.
T. Yeah, soft. You know what that's from?
Oh.
Have you ever seen Life with Eddie Murphy?
Oh, yeah.
Or not Eddie Murphy. Yeah, Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, Eddie Murphy.
Yeah.
And
Martin Lawrence.
Martin Lawrence, yeah.
Soft.
You gonna eat that cornbread.
You're gonna eat your cornbread.
That's such a good movie.
But yeah, your boy's been fucking training, dog.
Soft. He fucking like went with straight up with a double leg, slammed him down, fucking almost pinned him, and then for some reason they didn't count it, and then it went for a long ass time, and he was up like 9-2, but like towards the end he was just like done. Like you could tell he's like, I almost vomited. I was like, as long as you go out there and when you come off, you have nothing left, whether you win or lose. You didn't like quit. You went out there. You fucking went hard. But that's probably the best. Like I've seen him like push himself at that especially being sick, which was kind of cool to watch. And someone in the crowd was like,
"Did he win?"
No, he lost. He got pinned because he lost. He just had nothing left. But he was like fucking the dude up, and some of the crowds was like, "Fucking Ginger showed no mercy." I was like. I'm just fucking laughing. I'll show you the video afterwards. It's a pretty good match. He should have won for sure. But hey, sometimes you just don't win. Sometimes you just get smeeshed.
That's how it goes, right?
Yeah. 100%.
I've been training though.
Have you?
Yeah.
What days you trained?
Monday, Tuesday twice. Friday, Saturday.
Did you actually train or were you just teaching?
On Tuesday, I taught in the morning and I trained at night.
That doesn't count. Unless you rolled.
No, I rolled.
Okay.
Yeah, I rolled. Yeah. I rolled both mornings I taught. So your boy's fucking teaching. What's up? Let me teach I'll teach 6 a.m. every fucking day. We teaching motherfuckers how to break fall. Let me give you an example. I am excellent at break falling. Yesterday, I tried some new shit, which I'd never done before, the Superman rolls. I'd never done those before. Your boy's sore right now. That's all I gotta say.
You jump in
yeah.
I thought you said you did that at judo.
No, I cheat. I just forward roll. Like I like stand forward roll.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I like yeet myself. Yeah. Yesterday, the fucking sensei wasn't having it. He was like, He was like, you go like this. And
he made you do it?
I was like, he was making everybody. Yeah. He was like, this is how you. He's like, okay. Forward roll, great. That's not what we're doing. This is what we're doing. And I was
called
like,
out.
Everybody did. Yeah. I was like, shit. Yeah.
You're like, fuck it, I'm full send.
Yeah, I like basically break followed, but I landed a couple times a little wrong. A little hard, funny. Landed a little rough.
Yeah, those look.
But that's how you learn.
Those are like, they seem hard as fuck.
They're harder, yeah.
Yeah. Or like, maybe not hard, but it's like in your brain,
it
seems harder. And it's one of those things that you just like, well, I have to fucking just do it. And then once you do it, you probably get it's not.
How often do you forward roll both ways?
Not that often.
Yeah,
I can do backwards.
So in judo, this must be a judo thing. They do it like in an X.
Oh, you were telling me that.
So he was doing it in an X. This is at a different school. They're doing it in an X too. So when you go one way, like you forward roll right, and then you go the other way, you forward roll left. Like so.
So this arm,
this way, and this arm, right?
Yeah. Yeah, the left arm is probably
It's not bad. I can stand up and forward roll better left. But the key is like to Superman. So like you Superman, and then you roll, but they want you to break fall in the roll.
You're gonna have to look a video of that after this.
I'll show you. Yeah. So they break fall in the roll. So you're supposed to land a certain way. So you slap the mat and you have your leg up.
You're not landing face down, right? You're like rolling.
Yeah, you roll. So like you Superman,
and then last second,
and then you tuck, and then they want you to, you know, like roll over your like kind of like you're like it's like you're like blading like into water, like you're swimming, right? You go over and they want you not really to even touch your shoulder, like you roll off like the roundness of your back, and then you break fall at the end. So there's like the judo way to break fall. It's like this and shit.
Slap the mat.
Yeah, so they want you to do that. And he did it for like 10, 15 minutes. I probably did like 30 of them. And then he was like he did like a pretty brutal warm up. And at one point, he was doing wheelbarrows across the mat. And they're pretty long mats.
I fucking hate those.
And he's like, okay, so we get almost all the way to the end. He's like, all right, at the end, 10 push-ups. And I banged them out as 10. The best I could do,
while
10.
You're in the wheelbarrow?
Yeah, while the dude's holding your legs up. Then we go back the other way, and we get like 3/4 of the way. He's like, 25 push-ups. And I'm doing it, and I'm going slow. I'm dying, dude. This is fucking rough, dude. I haven't done like a real judo warm-up in a while. I haven't trained judo at UCR since December. So it's been like a whole month, right? And probably over a month. So I haven't done like a super hard warm up. And I'm over there, I'm like dying. And he's like, Anthony. He looks over, he's like, how old are you? And I was like, dude, I was so tired, I forgot how old I was. I was like, I'm 40. And then I'm walking, and he was like, you're younger than me, you can get it going. And I was like, in my head, I was about to be like, I'm not 40. Fuck. And then I kept going. And then he was like, whatever you can't do, it's good. And I was like, no, we doing it. I'm fucking going across the mat, and it's like pouring sweat. There were some other older dudes there that also do jiu-jitsu. There was like a purple belt and a brown belt there that did jiu-jitsu. All of us were dying, like the young kids. And there's like this giant yellow belt. He's probably like mid-20s, like 6'4", like in shape. And he's just ripping. He's like, my Giants got it. Y'all old motherfuckers better be getting it. And I was like, oh my God, what did I get my fucking self into? It was a great warm-up.
You said he teaches one class on the weekends, right?
Yeah, every Saturday he teaches. Yeah, it's Saturday 9:30 to like 12 or 11:30. It depends, like, because I don't think they have another class after that. So it's basically like if you guys are willing to keep, he'll keep going. Once he's there, I think he's willing to keep going.
That's pretty cool.
And and I was talking to him afterwards, and I was saying like I really like training at UCR, and the senseis at UCR are fucking the highest level senseis in California. Like they're all coral belts. They all know what's up, and the senseis are pretty fucking brutal. The problem is like it's like students that aren't there. They're like some of them are there just like to be in a club. Some people come from other places. Like there's a lot of older people, like upper belts, like in their 30s, that just train there as if it was their dojo, right? As if it was their school. But then there's like some students there, and like they're not ready for dudes who compete to grip them. So there's like some softness to that class. And I was telling him, he's like, yeah, judo in general has gotten kind of soft. He's like, even like the biggest, like the most known gym in California, I think it's called Goltz or something like that. It's like one of the most popular ones. He said when he was coming up there, it was this fucking Gladiator Academy. And he's like, now it's a huge kids program, so it's kind of soft.
Bringing in the money.
And I was like, I liked how you've been teaching, like it's like just like full rip. And he was like, yeah, he's like, judo's not a nice sport. He's like, you're gonna have to fall. He's like, if you can't take a fall, don't come. He's like, you have to take a fall, and you have to be a good partner. If you're halfway in a throw, don't defend it.
Yeah, if you fight it, it makes it
worse. And he's like, you just have to go.
Yeah.
And like he was showing this really cool Sasai yesterday. I'll show you the video of it. He was showing the Sasai, and he has a brown belt there that was like being a Zuke, and Zuke kind of panicked in the throw and like grabbed him. So he just smashed the fuck out of him, and he was telling him afterwards, he was like, hey, like when nobody else, I was talking to him kind of separately, and he was like, hey man, you got to take the fall. He's like, you see how I took the fall for the other throw? And he was like, yeah. He's like, you have to do that. He's like, you hurt me in that throw. He was like, we just smashed so hard that he's like, dude, I didn't think I was going to teach after that. I thought I was going to have to call class. He's like, I just kind of muscled out of it, and the spasm went away. But he's like, you have to be able to take the falls.
Yeah. Yeah, 100%. I mean, sometimes even in a like when I'm training in the gym, someone will catch something on me.
Yeah,
and I know, like, if I try to not fall on this one, I'm going to hurt myself. Or I'm going to fall on their leg or something. So sometimes I'm just like, all right, fuck it. You just go with the fall and just take the break fall and then keep going. But, you know, I have seen people, even in our gym, where they fight it and then they hurt their knee and shit or something. They're like, something gets hurt. And you're like, well, maybe you should have just fucking went with that bitch.
The other day on Friday morning, I was rolling with Zach. Zach was there. And we're, just flowing, like the way Zach rolls. And there was a part where he was trying to come up. He was trying to, like, heist up. And I was laying on, like, his leg. Like, the way we rolled over, like, I kind of was laying on his leg, and his knee was flat on the ground. And he was trying to heist up, and I could feel him, like, pulling. I just lifted my back up so he could get out. It's like, there's no reason to let him pop his knee, because he probably thought he can get out. But that 250 pounds is laying on it. You know what I mean?
I do that. I do that sometimes too.
You have. There's a give and take. Like if you're competing, if I was competing against him,
it'd be different.
I would be like as heavy as I could on his knee.
No, but when you're training, you're not trying to like.
Yeah.
You're not competing. You're just training.
Yeah. That's a big thing. I think a lot of people need to realize is like, like our school is a pretty rough school. Like I've trained a lot of places, and maybe 40% of them are as rough as we are at our school. But there's like a give and take. It's like we're not being rough to just be rough. It's like, we're running the techniques, but nobody really snaps. Nobody really snaps like submissions on people, right?
Mm-mm. No, there's a couple people. Well, maybe
they usually get dealt with.
Yeah. I've had even like if you're going hard, no one's like rips it right off the bat. So one of our brown belts, Kyle, he's gone for training for 3 months or whatever. Mm-hmm. So he's not at the gym, but he's at another gym. I was messaging him. He was saying, he's like, man, he was saying something to the effect of like, we have it good at our gym. Yeah. He's like, not only just the instructors, like the level of instructions that we get from Omar and whatnot, but like he's like, even our training partners, like, he's like, we have really good training partners that go like compared to, I guess.
I don't know, that place is going. It's a fight sports. It's a pretty rough place. Like I follow one of the black belts and I've seen a bunch of black belts there. So he's just going to funny classes maybe.
Yeah, he's only going to one, so he might be that one class that no one shows up to.
Yeah, because the dude I follow there, he's like a fire captain or he's like a fire sergeant or something like that. He competes like at the Worlds every year and shit like that. He's good. He's a little bit older. He's probably around our age, maybe.
Well, fire captain, I imagine he's not young.
He's a sergeant or something. He's pretty. He's like not. He's like a third tier fireman or something like that, right? Mm-hmm. But I mean, I see him get after it. I mean, I've seen him compete a bunch. He's good. So there is good competitors there, just probably not in the classes he's going to. But yeah, I mean, like I said, I've trained all over the place. Like the only place I've really trained that trains as hard as us, the guys at Sloth train pretty hard. They're all really nice.
Those are big country motherfuckers.
Yeah.
So fuck.
Yeah, and then the dudes at Pedigo I trained at in Tennessee, it's called Triangle Academy. They train hard as fuck. I mean, they got like 5 color belt world champions there. Fucking Clay, the guy that owns the school, is a top 5 competitor in his weight class and shit. Like that's a really brutal school. But other places I've trained are kind of just, you know what I mean? They're just there training.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that either.
No, I mean you got to start somewhere. Especially if it's a new school and like everybody's kind of learning the ropes, you know? Yeah.
Especially if it's a new school. It's hard to build up. You got to build that up from nothing. Yeah. Like I can't imagine starting a school and all you have is white belts. Like that would be so hard to like.
Dude, the best example that's Roger Gracie. Roger started his school. There was only like one other colored belt in the country.
Yeah, it was all white belts.
Yeah.
That's so wild to think of. Is like all your rolling partners are white belts.
Yep.
And you don't you have to build them up to get to a level where you can. Yeah. But even everything, once you build them up, everything they know, you've taught them.
I think he said that there was maybe a cousin of his or somebody that he knew from Brazil that was also a black belt, but like a couple hours away. And he had a small school too with just white belts, and they would go train together. But that was when he was winning world champions.
Yeah, he's winning champions.
Yeah.
I was watching a video of highlights, like the top submissions from Euros.
Yep.
A vast majority of those were like loop chokes and like.
From like the guard?
No, from like lapel chokes. I should say I saw a lot of bow and arrows, some normal loop chokes and stuff like that. But like there was a couple arm bars, but almost all of them were like from lapel.
Dude, I think people are. I think the fancy jiu-jitsu is starting to kind of wane down.
People are going to basics.
And people are just like, hey, you got 2 arms, you got 2 legs, but you got 1 neck.
Zipper choke.
Yeah.
I saw that a lot too.
Yeah, from the back?
From the back, yeah. A lot of that. I saw quite a few of that. Janina had pulled off this sick-ass fucking choke.
She won her division?
I didn't know if she won her division. I just saw highlights and she was in it. And the Diego Pato, of course, he was.
I saw that one.
He was in. I was like, God damn.
Yeah, choke that dude like in 30 seconds.
Dude, that's wild.
Yeah.
He's looking jacked.
He's big. He's not a little guy. He's like 5'7".
He's smaller than me. I'm 5'7". He was shorter than me.
Oh, yeah. You're only 5'7"?
I'm 5'7".
Yeah.
He was shorter than me.
Yeah, he's probably 5'5" then.
Yeah.
But he's big. He's
yoked. But he's looking even. He didn't look that big when he came. He looks like, at least maybe it's the cameras and whatever.
Did you roll with him?
Yeah.
Motherfucker feels strong.
Oh, I didn't say he didn't feel strong. Yeah. He fucking straight arm locked me.
Yeah, like this, right?
Yeah, like that. I was like, ah.
Hell no, dude.
But I don't know if it's the cameras. He just looks bigger.
He's still at light feather though, right?
Yeah,
142 or whatever that is. 147.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a bunch of highlights. Cole got beat by fucking Draculino's son.
Did he?
Yeah, it was by points, but Draculino's son kind of had him, kind of put him in a lot of bad positions.
I was watching one of his matches where he won. Mm-hmm. He won by advantage, I think it was. Mm-hmm. By one advantage. But the beginning of the match, he got 2 penalties or 2.
That's when he lost to Draculino's son, to Kennedy Maciel. That's just Draculino's. You know who Draculino is?
He won that.
No, okay, he did that same thing.
Because it was by one. It was by one advantage.
Yeah, he lost.
Oh no,
he lost.
The other dude had three penalties.
Oh, okay.
But I was watching the video. I couldn't figure out what the fuck he was getting penalized for, and he looked confused too because I didn't see him do anything. Like
I didn't see it.
The only thing I could think of, potentially, and the cameras you can't see, is that he grabbed inside the gi on the pant leg because he was gripping the pant leg. That was the only thing I could see because I was like, what the fuck is he calling him for? But he even looked confused. Like, if you watch the match, he was like, what the fuck? He's kind of like, what the fuck? Because it happened and then he started going again, and boom, it happened again. I was like, what the fuck? That was wild.
Yeah, I mean, the quality of the refs aren't as good over there.
It was the one ref. It's always over here, too. The big...
Really?
Yeah, the big...
The one with the glasses?
The darker dude, but he's really
the darker
tall.
one? Yeah. Interesting.
And he's pretty good.
Yeah.
So that's why I was confused. I'm like... Normally, I would say something like that, but I've seen him coach a ref like at a lot of the places here, and he's always. I've never seen a super bad call where I'm like from him.
Interesting.
But
yeah, the Euros, it's like, man, if you're a high level competitor, like obviously I'm not a high level competitor, but if you're a high level competitor and you go to the Euros and you don't win,
is it the level of competition just kind of like
looks bad? Yeah, the Euros are the easiest major to win. Yeah, the Euros are the easiest one.
It kind of makes sense.
People are starting to travel to them more and more, so it's becoming,
because of travel, not because the local the local talent there.
Yeah, the local talent. Well, the European talent is not as good.
Yeah, it's not as big.
The best dude in Europe is Wardzinski.
Yeah, but he's fucking.
Yeah, but there's only one.
Yeah, you're
there's
right.
There's one Wardzinski.
Yeah, but he's fucking on another level.
Everybody else who
It was crazy if you watch his story. Because he was struggling to win shit, and then out of nowhere he wins fucking worlds, and he's like, boom, win.
Well, he wasn't really. He never won the worlds. He won everything else. Yeah. When I went to the Euros, he won. Yeah, I've known about Wardzinski since I started. Somehow, I think because I started following show-you roll pretty early on, and somebody told me about show-you roll, so I started looking it up. And then he's always wore show-you roll, so I knew about him right when I started, and I've been kind of following him ever since. He's won everything but the worlds.
Yeah.
But he's on fire right now. And it's funny because he's like 32 or 33. He's not young.
That's pretty young for jiu-jitsu.
Well, I mean, he's out of the adult bracket.
Well, yeah. But he's fighting
Well, I'll also look at Mel Stricker. She's out of the adult bracket, too.
But they're fighting in adults.
Yeah. She won her weight at the Euros, but she
Imagine
lost
fucking rolling with this fucking guy in your Masters division. You're like...
Dude, Masters 1 is stacked.
Yeah,
Masters 1
because all the world champs are starting to get to. So it's like
all of them are. Most of the world champs are Master 1.
We're pretty lucky. But then the difference is the guys that when we get to black belt, we're gonna hit people that have been black belt for 20, 30 years.
Well, it's the age. I was thinking that's funny. I was thinking about that today. Like, there's a dude from San Diego. I think his name is Johnny Souza. He's from Alliance, but he has his own school. I can't think of what it's called.
He makes Instagram dudes?
No, he's not really on Instagram. He was one of the coaches one of the refs at CGI. Big bald dude with the mustache. But I was thinking about it. I was like, fuck, he's an ultra. So it's like, because when I did that ADXC, whatever it was called, that, you know what I'm talking about? AJP.
Yeah.
When I did that AJP, he was there competing, and I watched him compete, and I was like, fuck, he's an ultra. He's either an ultra or light heavy. And I was like, fuck, I'll have to fight that dude. Like, if I compete at black belt.
Yeah.
But I think he's a little bit older than me, but there are some dudes, like.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But by the time I be black belt, I'll be Master 3.
But there's going to be people in Masters 3 that are Masters 3 that have been black belt for a really long time
and
already.
The big ones, like Sergio, do you know, I don't know his real last name. Like Pilichinga or something like that. He's always at the King's booth. He's usually selling stuff. He's kind of big, really big dude, like kind of short beard. He's always smiling. No, that's Bruno. That's the guy that owns King's.
Yeah.
He kind of looks like he could be Bruno's brother. He's always there. But he's master 2. He's like a 3-stripe black belt. You know, it's like you run into these dudes, and it's like, dude, if I want to compete, I'll compete at black belt because I ain't fucking scared. Yeah. All you black belts who don't compete. Yeah, dude, you're gonna be going again, and like the dudes that are heavy are so much better than the light guys at black belt, and they're fucking mean, and they're big, and they're all fucking jacked. There's not really any fat masters competitors that are at black belt. Not that you really see.
You know Seth, the YouTuber that does like martial arts stuff?
You told me about him, yeah.
He's making a video. I was just watching it. He made a video on if strength is like beats technique. Because he was, what's that Martin dude, the bodybuilder?
Oh, Bradley Martin?
He was talking shit to some guy. He's like 150 pounds.
You see that video where he takes him down?
And he was like, I would fuck you up. Yep. And he's like, oh, you blah, blah. And so he was doing a whole video on that, which is kind of interesting. And there was a judo black belt that he was rolling with. And he actually swept him. And he's a white belt in judo. And so he was saying, he's like, of course fucking strength matters, you know, to an extent. Like, strength. And I think his thing was, it matters when you're new. And less so as you get more progressive. So if you're like really strong now, right? And you go up against a white belt, it's going to be a huge advantage. But if you're a purple belt and you're a purple belt, I guess if you're both at the same level, then yes, it does also play. Sure,
I think strength only matters when the skill is equal.
Yeah, equal. Agreed.
When the skill is equal. Because, like, no offense to Danny, but if I decide I want to put it on Danny, I put it on him. He is 1,000 times stronger than me. We're about the same weight, but he is so much stronger than me. Like, Danny is, like, almost, like, superhuman strong. For, like, a regular guy, he's, like, superhuman strong. You know what I mean? Like, he benches, fucking, what is it, 315? Is that 3 plates?
3 plates, yeah.
Yeah, 315. He deadlifts, like, 500 and something pounds. Like, he's a big fucking dude. But if I decide I want to put it on him, I put it on him because I have more skill when it gets to those positions. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or like you and me, it's like we have basically the same skill. You're stronger than me. So if I fight your game, if I like play like what I normally play, I can't get out from the bottom because you're stronger than me. But if I get on top, my skill kind of, you know, the skill kind of, we mitigate each other in the skills. You know what I mean? So it's like,
yeah, I agree.
But if you then you look at like Kyle, also no disrespect Kyle. There's no way he's stronger than me.
He's strong as fuck.
He's not stronger than me. No fucking way.
But he's still strong.
Yeah, he's very strong. But also his skill level is so much higher. But should I be able to beat him in strength? You know, because I can out-muscle him? Like, I know I'm stronger than him. I guarantee I could probably bench and lift and do more than him. But he's stronger in jiu-jitsu.
But then Kyle also has a jiu-jitsu frame. Long-ass legs, long-ass arms. Like, he can just reach around.
I got a better example. I know that I'm stronger than Dominic.
Purple belt.
Yeah. I mean, I'll wrap his ass up with one fucking arm. But his skill level is so much higher than mine. He's not, I don't think he even has any stripes. He's just a purple belt. He is so much better than me.
He's so funny. He just comes in, he's like,
he's just fucking
happy-go-lucky.
And then he has the prettiest jiu-jitsu in the school.
Yeah, it's smooth.
Yeah, and like because my strength, his skill level outweighs my strength. You know.
Yeah. I was looking on Reddit and this guy.
I'd fuck Bradley Martin up. Fuck that fool.
It was kind of funny because he was talking about he's like, you know, he's like, when I roll with like certain purple belts, like I can see that they leave openings, and they're like, hopefully they like that I see it and I take advantage of it and I roll, and they let me work a little bit. He's unless they're working on something and then they get to a position and boom, and then he was talking about he's like but then he's basically saying how it's giving him a complex of trusting things that like because you're like he's like, but then you roll with some people. And then you're like, oh, he's leaving me an opening. Yeah. And then he's like, I go for it. And it's like, boom, death.
Yeah.
Like, trapped. And he goes, it makes me think that, like, he's like, it makes me think if I was hanging off a cliff, about to die, and a fucking brown belt comes up to me and tries to give me his hand, he's like, fuck that. I'm breaking his grip because I don't trust him. Like, I just thought it was funny. I was like, oh, dude, man,
that's like rolling Trevor. Like, again, I am leaps and bounds stronger than Trevor, but his technique is so fucking good. Like last time I rolled a Trevor, he almost put me to sleep. Like I was kind of fucking around with him because no, he fucking guillotined me, dude. I could fuck up Trevor, but also I'm 100 pounds more than him, and if I start going aggressive, I can usually beat him. So I was trying to out technique him. And I'm being nice to him, and he's kind of putting it on me, and I'm being nice, and I leg drag his ass, and I come across. And I'm settling into side control being nice because I don't need to crush him. That motherfucker guillotines me, and I was like, oh, shit. Yeah. I'm all panicking, like, trying to get out, and he's fucking finished it, and I tap. And then I was like, dude, like, he almost put me to fucking sleep. And then he's been ducking me ever fucking since. Trevor. But if I try to play technique with Trevor, I mean,
he always catches me in triangles every time.
He's got a really good darts,
and I'm always, like, trying to get out. Yeah, his darts.
Triangle from the guard?
From like side control, he like catches me because he can like swing his legs up.
Yeah.
And so I'm always have to be super cautious because he can swing his legs up, and if I'm not right, he fucking catches it. I'm like, God damn it.
I mean, and you're stronger than me. Yeah. So it's like strength only matters when the technique is the same.
Yeah.
But since Trevor's so much better than us, like even if let's just say he's equally as good at us, but his body is more suited for jiu-jitsu. But I mean, it is. But I mean, Trevor is also way better than us. Yeah. So like. And, like, he doesn't ever show it. He just, like, sits there and relax and, like, has his fun. If you catch him, you catch him. Like, if I really bully him, I can beat him through positions, but he's hard to even beat in positions. You know what I mean? Yeah. That's what I think the thing about jiu-jitsu is. Any type of combat sport is the strength only matters when skill is the same. Like, I would fuck up Bradley Martin, and the way I know I would do it is I would let him take me down. Like, okay, you can wrestle or whatever he thinks he can do. I'll let him take me down. And then as he's trying to grip me, I know that he won't know what a crossface is. And I'll just wiggle under him, and I'll put all of my body on his legs and roll him over. Then it's done. You know, if I was showing that to somebody this week or maybe last week that they were playing. And they're like, "How do you get out of these positions?" And I was like, "Well, first of all, you don't know how to fucking grab me. Like when you play bottom, people are so like mystified by what's going on. Like until you learn how to grip people from the bottom." You don't know what's going on, and I'm just fucking
points to anchor your hands. Yeah.
For people on top, you need to be cross-facing that motherfucker. Almost no other grip is worth it. If you have the cross-face and an underhook, you're fucked. Yeah, the guy on bottom is fucked. Yeah. If you're not cross-facing me and putting my face away from your body,
so you can't turn into you.
I'm just wiggling. I'm hitting a little shuffle under you, and I'm getting lower and lower and lower until I either come up with a Gordo sweep or I just collect both your legs and roll you over. You're like, I'm done muscling people.
As soon as your other leg starts coming up too, it's game over.
It's game over. Fuck. Yeah. That's what I realized this maybe about a month ago. Like, because I was thinking about competitions. I was like, why do I do so bad at comps? Like when I play bottom, like why am I getting smashed? It's because I'm trying to frame and I'm trying to play like the muscle sweep. Fuck that. I'm gonna start wiggling under people. If I get my
the deeper you are, the safer you are.
If I get my chest kind of under your hips, you're gonna roll.
Yep.
You're gonna get swept or you're gonna triangle me. Yeah. But a lot of dudes in my division aren't throwing up triangles.
They're not going to try. You have your leg trap. You have their leg
trap. Yeah, if I trap their legs, yeah. So if I get I started noticing that when I get my chest under everybody, I do it. And the way I broke it out is I was rolling with some of the bigger lower belts. And I was like, why do I sweep these guys so easily? And it's because they don't know how to crossface. They don't know how to underhook and hold me up. Yeah. And as soon as I wiggle under them and I start to collect the ankles and the feet the way I want to, everybody goes.
If I can't get the crossface, I like to drive my head into their face.
Yeah, you got to get me looking the opposite way, and you got to pin me. Yeah, you got to do both.
You got to get your back to the mat.
Yeah, exactly. You got to get my shoulders, my back flat on the mat. Yep. You got to get me off my shoulders. Yep. I was rolling with somebody. This is what made me think about when you talk about Bradley Martin because I seen him do this. Did you see that video of the kid that took him down? So he was talking shit to like 150 pounder. And he was like, I bet you can't take me down. And he's all, boom, and he takes his ass down and yokes him up real quick. Uh-huh. Well, when the dude took him down, like the dude came up on the single, and he had Bradley had him on his back at first, and he reached around his head like this because they don't know to crossface. Yeah. And the dude wrestled up from there and took him down. So it's like a lot of guys do that. Like they get uncomfortable and they reach like around your head.
I think that's one of the hard parts a lot of people have when they start jiu-jitsu is a lot of the things we do are counterintuitive. Like naturally you want to do something like that.
Grip their head up,
naturally you want to do something because your body naturally wants to do that. But a lot of the stuff is like that's not what you need to do. Like it's counterintuitive to what you would expect to do for a lot of those things. Yeah. Like pulling yourself underneath someone completely is like why would I be underneath their fucking full weight? But it's like that's better for you to sweep that.
Because the leverage changes. But also if you're thinking about fighting, you can't punch me from there. But you can't punch me from there.
Oh, you can because their hands here.
They'd have to sit up.
I don't know. I've seen it in the UFC where they try that shit.
Usually they get stuck in high mount.
But there's definitely certain techniques that are not something you want to do in a street fight. And I've seen like people go for like single leg X. Unless you catch it right away, you know, the guy who reaches down is like just hammer fist you. Unless you're like extremely talented, you catch it and boom, you knock him over, and like then you're good. But if you get stuck in there, you know, have you been in single leg X and you're like, hey, you're looking up, no one's moving? Like that's a horrible position because they just rain down on you.
I've never been stuck in single leg X if I wasn't trying to be nice. Because like the way I play, or not sorry, not single leg X. I'm thinking X guard. Single leg X, yeah, you get fucked up. Because there's not a lot of leverage point unless you're.
Well, at least with X guard you can control their hands.
That's what, and even that it's like I play it. I used to play it all the time. People stop standing up on me when I'm in the bottom. But like when I play X guard, if I underhook your leg and you don't go down, it's because I'm being nice to you. Because if I'm doing it mean, like if I really want to hit the sweep, I go like this as hard as I can.
Knock it, yeah.
And if I did that in a street fight, you're going down.
Yeah, you're going down.
Yeah, if I have you in the X guard and I fucking hi-ya your ass up, you're gonna go down. Right?
Yeah.
So I think in a street fight, it's not a great position. But if you ended up there, like say you got knocked down or you fell down, like they push you and you trip.
Well, you wouldn't go for it. You wouldn't.
You have to be comfortable in the uncomfortable. Yeah. So if you get, like, in a street fight, obviously you want to stay standing up. Never go to the ground in a street fight unless you have to.
I was watching some, because I have, like, a lot of old video from rolls from when I was, like, white belt, blue belt.
Yeah, I remember. You used to be Mr. fucking videographer.
Yeah, I was watching some of the fucking...
Pull up the ones me whooping your ass when you were a white belt, dog.
Ain't none of those.
Oh, I can think of many times.
I was watching the
when
video...
you still had the really long beard.
When I rolled with, what was that dude that he kind of looked like the boxer with red hair, Mexican dude?
Canelo?
He looked like Canelo. Well, he called him Canelo.
Yeah, I remember who you're talking about.
Yeah, he quit. Yeah. I was watching a video when I was rolling with him, and we were both blue belts, and I did some like weird.
Canelo got his blue belt?
Yeah, he got his blue belt.
I don't remember ever him getting promoted.
Yeah, he got his blue belt, and I did some weird funk shit, and then whatever, I ended up in mount, and then I just fucking went to like this, like pressure. Mm-hmm. He's like da da da, and I was like, oh god damn, fucking pressure taps are like
nothing better than pressure tapping someone. Yeah.
And I get over, you can see I'm looking at him, and I just kind of give him
a
on the chest, like, it's all right. It's like, it's all right. We all been there.
Dude, you should have been pressure tapping the last couple weeks.
Oh, man.
You're turning purple, looking like fucking Veruca Salt and shit.
Fuck that shit. Was it, as Khabib says, go to sleep.
Yeah.
Go to sleep.
Yeah. Or
fucking, like, would you ever tap? He's like, no, go to sleep.
Fuck that. I'll tap like this. I don't have that much pride.
Was it? What's the other guy that he's been training right now? That's like, I don't even know his name.
Islam?
Yeah, Islam. Where he was like
the 155-pound champion.
He was like, he's like, I'll never tap, go to sleep. He's like, but I'll never be in that position. So I was like, oh fuck.
Yeah, I saw there's this thing going around because I follow all these judo players, so I get like a lot of the judo shit now on Instagram. Yeah. And there's this thing it's fucking Chael talking about how judo doesn't work at a high level.
saw that video, yeah.
And it's all these like videos of Islam and Khabib fucking like just yeeting motherfuckers. And he was like, Sambo, I never even met a real life Sambo player. And he gets knocked out by fucking Fedor.
Yeah, I saw that video.
But Chael's probably just trolling. He's like the ultimate troll.
For sure, he's the ultimate troll. He knows how to play that game.
Yeah, he had to be trolling because obviously Ronda Rousey did not know how to strike. She was a judo player.
She was a judo player, yeah. Yep.
Fucking Chael.
He's fucking hilarious.
Dude, he's hilarious.
Yeah.
Now that he wears those funny glasses, he's like a fucking...
His BJJ Fanatics, the wrestling one, it's called like Wrestle Like a Gangster or something like that. It's really fucking good.
I can't handle...
It's really good.
I can't handle those wrestlers that want to wear spats and no fucking shorts over them. Put your goddamn dick away.
I think he was wearing shorts.
Oh, one of the videos I saw, one of his BJJ Fanatics, he's wearing like a baggy shirt tucked into his pants and his fucking dick is out. It's like, dude... Put your fucking dick away, dog.
That's funny. Oh. Yeah, he's fucking hilarious. So.
Wear a fucking gi.
You know he did that on purpose. Come on.
Wear a gi. How about that? Fuck no gi. That shit's for the fucking birds. Wear a gi. Keep your dirty ass off of me.
That's funny.
Because all you no-gi guys are fucking dirty, too.
Not dirty than wrestling.
Yeah, dude. Wrestling motherfuckers are dirty, dog.
Mm-hmm. Ugh. Yeah. Yep. Anyways,
what else? Hey, well, I want to recant something now that I think about that. I thought I could fuck up that Ian Dobby dude in the gi. I'm still 50-50 on that. I saw that fool striking this week. Stay the fuck away from that guy, dude. Fuck, dude.
He's doing MMA?
I think he used to train MMA. He's also like a Division I wrestler.
Yeah.
So that's why I was like, maybe I could get him with a gi, right? Because I could maybe tangle him up or tangle myself up where he couldn't get me. I saw him throwing leg kicks. And I was like, I don't want any part of that.
Yeah. You could be like, ah! Instantly. Yeah.
You ever been leg kicked?
Yes. Yeah. It's been a long time.
Dude, he's got to be 280.
He's big, dude.
He's a big fucking dude.
Yeah, there's a lot of weight behind that. Well, I mean, if you...
But his technique looked good,
It's not
too.
even that. If you look at just the technique.
Yeah.
What's that big power lifter? I think we talked about it before. Eddie Hall.
Oh, Eddie Hall, yeah. He started fighting.
Well, Eddie Hall was at this gym, and he was like, hey...
Wait, is that the English guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
He was telling this MMA guy, he's like, hey, I want to feel like kick me 100%. And he was like, no, I'm not going to do it. He said, but I got someone for you that'll do it.
The kid?
And he pulled that little kid out, and that little kid fucking thumped him, and he was like, fuck!
Yeah.
And that kid was probably like 10 years old. But just knowing how to do it, how to hit that angle, using your fucking shin, like...
Dude, this is one of the greatest memories of my life. My friend Matt, he trained jiu-jitsu now. He's a blue belt from Gracie Baja, but he trained Muay Thai like his whole life. When he was like 14, he was teaching Muay Thai already.
Oh, damn.
And we had this fat friend named Dario who played soccer, and he thought he could go kick for kick with my friend Matt. And Matt starts kicks him, and Dario kicks the fuck out of him, and he was like, all right, we're playing that. And they just start kicking. They did it for like 5 minutes, kicking each other back and forth. And finally, Matt kicks Dario, and he falls down. Dude, Dario didn't walk for like 3 days.
Oh, I'm sure.
Dude, he was just all, that's fucking kicking him, dude.
You seen that, you know how they have the slap fighting?
Yeah.
You seen the one where they do the kicks?
Yeah.
That shit looks
I'm
brutal.
telling you, I keep seeing karate guys win that.
I don't understand how.
My favorite one of those is the Bulgarian fucking ass slapping.
Oh, yeah, two women, they're just like, snap. They're just, at this point,
I'm about to put on an ass slapping
At this
fight.
point, they're just like, let's just see if this sticks. I've seen jiu-jitsu in cars.
The phone booth one?
Jiu-jitsu in phone booth. Like, they're just throwing shit out there and be like, what's going to stick? What's going to make some money?
Yeah. If we're in a phone booth, I'm doing Gracie Jiu-Jitsu. You're getting punched 50 times before I fucking try to grab
I'm taking the phone off the fucking, yeah. I'm using that cable,
cable,
wrapping it
yeah.
around your fucking neck, your hands, like, if the phone's in there.
Did you see that video of fucking Cheeto Vera going around this week? He's doing like a podcast, and the Cheeto's small. Cheeto fights at 145? 145 or 150. He's a small guy. And the dude, like one of the hosts is like fucking around and stands up, and he's like, because he's like an MMA fighter, right? Do you know who Cheeto Vera is?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he stands up and he's like, so what if I do this and I pull out a knife? And Cheeto's like, this fool's a gangster. He sits back and he goes like this. I would tell you to back the fuck up because you're gonna get shot.
Oh, I think I saw this.
And he's got a fucking like full size Glock in his pants, and the dude's like, oh fuck. And he's like, I don't need to fight you. He's like, I'll just shoot you.
I mean,
I'm just like that with my jiu-jitsu.
the equalizer. The equalizer.
Guns, dude.
Can't fuck around. The epitome of fuck around and find out.
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. What else?
One of us does jiu-jitsu, one of us doesn't. That's all I got, really.
What else is going on? The tournament's on the 8th, but I'm gonna end up pulling out.
Yeah, I'm probably not gonna do it either because fucking there's one dude in my division. He's a fucking brown belt. Take it back. There's 2 guys, but I know when he changes it, the other guy's gonna pull out, and it's fucking. I don't want to go down there for one person. If it was two guys, I'll fight the 2 guys. But doing the round robin or doing the best out of 3s, I fucking hate that shit.
Yeah.
It's like.
Yeah,
maybe I don't know. Maybe if there's someone in adult or Master 1, I'll go down. I'll check Master 1.
There was no one in the division below me either.
Master 2?
Yeah. So
Are you actually in Master 3 now, you old fuck?
I started Master 3 last year.
Did you really?
My birthday's in May, so it started last year.
Yeah,
it started at the beginning of
that year. Yeah. So you got like 3 months at Master 4 or whatever, Master 3 or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe I'll look because I do want to compete. I want to see if there's anything judo coming up too. I got some new shit for judo, like not maybe like winning shit, but just better strategy in my head, just to see if I can do it.
You compete at judo? You're talking about?
Yeah, compete in judo.
Just try sumo.
Fuck that, dude. You know,
come on.
Like the national sport of Japan is like sumo, right? And I saw someone. Oh, that dude Nick. He's friends with our Nick Oliver. Remember we sponsored him one time? So he went over there and did ADCC again. And he went to a sumo competition, and it's like this big, giant stadium.
Huge event.
There was nobody there. There was like 20 people in the crowd. It was like probably like a 5,000 person stadium.
Wow.
And it's like, dang, it's like they don't even like it over there anymore.
It's a big sport, though.
Yeah, it's big, yeah.
I saw in like which was weird to me, but the world championships were in like Denmark or something. They were like not in Japan. They were like in some European country.
Oh.
And I was like, huh. So that maybe that you know the interest is kind of changing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty martial arted out, dude. I'll stick with judo and jiu-jitsu.
That's a lot already.
I would love to learn how to strike, but I ain't got the bandwidth right now. And I'm like, you get hit hard, or you get kicked bad one day, like you're out for a couple days. Like,
yeah,
I'm too old for that shit, dude.
Yeah,
I'm so old. I forgot how old I was.
You did.
Yesterday.
You did. That's fucking.
I want to see if I can get that dude on the podcast because I think he would do it.
Oh, you should try to get some like judo guys.
I'm gonna for sure try to get Carmen. Like I gotta actually show up and like be consistent for like a couple months and be like, hey, would you come do my podcast? Carmen would be Brad Carmen would be like, look him up if you're interested. Look up Brad Carmen judo. This dude's got like some of the best history in the state.
You can be the uka if he shows a move.
I will. Yeah, I'll let him throw me. Yeah, I'll let James throw me too because he's gonna throw me with like he's gonna throw me hard so you don't get hurt. Yeah. It's when you half throw shit.
Yeah, half it. Yeah.
But I think James would do it. He's like a dude like he's like covered in tattoos. His hands are yeah. He's like a fourth or fifth. He's a guy that runs the school, so he's like a 4th or 5th degree black belt in judo. I think he's a black belt in jiu-jitsu, and he's got like face tattoos and shit. He's covered in tattoos. He's a dude like us.
That'd be cool.
I think he would do it.
That'd be dope.
Yeah.
Anyways, I don't got anything else.
You gotta start training again. Tell this fool to start training.
I want to train. I'm like,
yeah, take that hat off, dog. That ain't for you. You're 40, but you ain't fighting.
For you. We'll see. Maybe I'll go back tomorrow.
Yeah.
If I do, it'll be like.
Come to 6 a.m. He didn't ask me to teach. I'll hit him up right now.
It'd be super. I can't do 6 a.m. I got meetings.
Oh, you actually have to work at some point during the day?
Yeah. Usually all my work happens in the
morning.
In the morning, yeah. Like the morning is just like fucking crazy, and then it dies down afterwards. So,
hey, one thing, fucking Omar Zinho's back.
Where's he back?
He got on the airplane yesterday.
Oh, already?
Yeah.
Sweet, I might sell my motorcycle.
He'll be here. He's here somewhere.
He said he's gonna buy my bike. Omar was, because that's the kind of bike he wants. Omar was telling me to get a Harley, and he just kind of, I guess, laughed at him. Was like, ha! That ain't for me, partner.
I'm not allowed to have a Harley. I'm just trying to be riding along this world.
I'd have an Indian.
Riding along this world.
I want an Indian. An Indian chief. Those shits are fucking badass. Even the scouts are dope.
It's okay. You just like gay shit.
I'm sorry. I like good bikes, not bikes that leak oil and.
It's about
related
a persona,
to
leathery
chaps.
You ain't no one wear chaps fucking riding Harleys anymore.
You heard that.
Hey, you leak oil. You got bad knees. They know
I need some oil.
Yeah, you get
my knees.
You leaking all kinds of shit over here. You halfway broken.
So are you, bitch.
Yeah, but I feel badass.
You don't look it though.
I look old, but whatever.
You do look old. That's why if you remember your own fucking age, that's how old you are. Fucking brain farted.
I'll fight everyone. I'll fight every one of you guys.
Peace.